Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your January the 9th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21 at gmail.com. The title of the meditation is Participation, Service, and the Seventh Tradition. As a member of an NA group, we take part in developing a conscience about how the group will meet its responsibilities and participate in the life of the larger fellowship. That is taken from Guiding Principles, Tradition 7 for members. Who among us hasn't felt like a victim of our circumstances at some point? In active addiction, we may have made an art form of blaming outside forces for our problems. It's true that some situations beyond our control cause undue hardships or difficulties, but we have choices available to us now. Recovery teaches us to actively participate in a solution, beginning with taking personal responsibility for our actions and participating in the program of NA. We also take responsibility for the fellowship by participating in the discussions and decisions affecting our groups and service bodies. Each of us has to determine for ourselves, in consultation with our higher power and our sponsor, what level of participation feels right for us. I notice that when I participate less and have less information, a member recalled, the more I think in terms of us versus them. When I step up my participation, I feel like it's all us. There's a reason we often talk about service as part of Tradition 7, not just the money we give. When we give our time through active participation, we are practicing a form of self-support. According to one addict, recovery is not a spectator sport. We get out of it what we put into it. The practice of participation we learn in NA tends to show up in other areas too, in our families, in our work. The more we participate, the more we feel that we are part of, our voices matter, and our needs are considered. We are not just victims of circumstance anymore. We actively participate in solutions. When I passively observe life, service, and recovery, I'm shortchanging myself. Today, I will show up and participate. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Yeah, for me, this meditation is it's interesting, I'll say the least. I really struggled with the way that it's written. And so it was somewhat comical when I took the moment of silence because I was like, you should accept the fact that you did not participate in the drafting of this particular book. And so why are you having a problem with how the sentence structure is? Like you didn't participate in any of those meetings. You didn't send any of your suggestions in. You're benefiting from it, yet you want to sit back and analyze and scrutinize how the sentences are written. Just stop already. So it was sort of funny if you heard a little laughter in my voice. That's what I was thinking about in the back of my head. And really, that's what it comes down to is when we're talking about being fully self supporting, we're not always talking about just the financial piece. If you have the book Guiding Principles and you go and read the section for members, it will be such a sweet delight for you to actually read that particular portion of the seventh tradition. Because fully self supporting also means that we bring our energy to the discussion and the decisions that are being made by our groups and their committees, the business meetings. Oftentimes, there's decisions to be made about a direction that a group will take. And because you're not a participating member in regards to the business meetings, you feel broadsided when decisions come and events come up and or money is spent a particular way and you've been given in the seventh tradition, but you weren't there to help decide what was going to be done with that particular fund. And so you're upset now. You're upset maybe this year they didn't do a Christmas party, but they did New Year's Eve. Um, Maybe it could be any number of things. Maybe you felt they spent too much money on the party instead of buying literature. Well, no doubt, if you had been present at the business meeting, you would have a um, opportunity to voice your opinion and an opportunity, if you've been regular, the business meeting that I go to, you have to have been present for at least two meetings in a row in order to have a vote. And the purpose of that is to make sure that you understand that it's hard to vote on something and you don't have the background information. But if you've been to the meeting prior and the one before that, you will more than likely have all of the information that you need to make a informed decision about how you feel about it. So if you're a member that goes to the business meetings you regularly, you will probably more than likely have an opportunity to cast a vote. Even on the Zoom platform, there's services that are offered to put up polls or votes, in other words, right there in the meeting. So everyone can click on yay, nay, or abstain right there. They've made it very easy to have a virtual business meeting. And it does come with some costs, but still, nonetheless, most of the time, this particular platform is a lot cheaper than what we're paying for rent for our group, our in person brick and mortar meetings. The point here is that it's hard to complain about something or feel a part of something and you're not actually participating. Um, and that the seventh tradition is not just about finances, it's about everyone pitching in to make sure that the decisions our groups are making and how they go about the primary purpose, which is to carry the message, right? The message of recovery is our primary purpose, right? It's not our primary message, it's our primary purpose. There's a difference. And in order to carry that message effectively, we need as much input as possible. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I know that many of you are out there listening, and I want to thank you. I want to say welcome to all of the new subscribers. We hit 120 individuals that have subscribed to our small community, and I believe that it's going to continue to increase. I have some surprises for you this month. I'm looking forward to having some of you on the show, and we will go over the Just for Today in a meditation together. So look forward to that. You've been in the flow of the stream, so get out there and do something mighty. Make January 9th the most beautiful day that you've ever lived on purpose. Talk to you soon.